You also said after that face-off that at first Errol was saying it's going to be an easy night, or it's going to be a short night. And then by the end, he was saying it could be. And just like people are saying, as the fight's getting closer, people are analyzing it more and seeing it more your way. Do you see any change in Spence's confidence as the fight got closer?
Well, I don't know if it was maybe just wrong choice of words for him to use, or maybe he just messed up and didn't really understand what he was saying himself. I don't know. But at first he was saying that it was going to be a quick night, that it was going to be a quick night. Then a few words later, a few conversations later, and he's saying, well, if I catch you, it could be a short night. If I catch you, so I just reminded him, okay, I mean, now you're changing your words. At first you said you will catch me, you will make this a short night. Now you're maybe double guessing, second guessing yourself, saying if you catch me. I mean, that's not quite the same.
You got a direct message for Errol Spence?
I got nothing. I mean, what kind of message? I got nothing.
Is it possible though that maybe like a lot of us, he was underestimating you, and now that the fight's coming closer, he realized it's not going to be so easy?
Maybe at first, he didn't even take me serious because he said, it's too small, 135, it's never going to happen. But then as, things progress, and maybe now, maybe looking at video, stuff like that, analyzing fights, maybe he realizes that it's not going to be as easy as he maybe once thought. Maybe, I don't know. I mean, you guys ask him.
But how are you going to counter the body attack? He might, right there with Canelo and other guys, is one of the best body punches.
He's got great body attack. He's got great body punches, especially with that left hand of his. He's really, in a way, mastered, how to throw that left hand. Very deadly. But like I said, I'm prepared to do whatever it takes to win. I'm prepared to do everything, to hold my own and defend and fight back. I mean, you guys are all gonna be very surprised when you guys see me in the ring and see how effective I am. That's what I'm really excited for, to show everybody, that I'm much more than you guys have ever expected and ever imagined.
Because Robert was saying you're not just going to box, you're probably going to pick a few moments to really bang with him and make a statement.
I mean, the fight can go in many different ways, I mean, I got to be prepared. I got to be prepared to do whatever it takes to win. If that means I box 12 rounds, then I box 12 rounds. If that means we have to brawl for a few rounds or for the entire night, I'll be ready to do that also. I mean, we're prepared to do whatever it takes, and we did all the training here. We did all the sparring here. There was days where I was brawling, where I was pushing my opponents back, just to be in shape for that. There's days where I was boxing on the outside, beautifully just boxing, counterpunching, using my speed, my head movement, defense, so I'll be ready to box that way. There's days where I was mixing it up, a few rounds of this, a few rounds of that. I'm ready to do whatever it takes. I think everybody will just be surprised at how well I fight and how well I make this, go my way.
You see what you started, Canelo's talking about moving up to 175 and fighting Kovalev. He's on his Mikey Garcia right now. Well, I don't know. What do you think about that?
I mean, everybody has their own agenda, their own goals, for their careers. If others want to stay at one weight class or two weight classes at most and become champion there for a long reign, that's great too. I mean, there's no need to be moving up in weight so much. All of a sudden, people maybe want to move up in weight. I don't think that has anything to do with me. I mean, a lot of fighters have done it. I think a big trend started with Manny Pacquiao moving up in so many weight classes, and other reporters or analysts won't give credit to a certain fighter unless he moves up in weight, because they compare everything to Manny Pacquiao or De La Hoya or the Mayweathers that did it. But not everybody does that. And back in time, it was almost impossible for anybody to move up so many weight classes, but it was very, very well accepted when a fighter would reign champion in one weight class for a long period of time, defending his title constantly. I mean, that was applauded and very impressive. Now it seems like the media sometimes doesn't give enough credit to a champion unless he moves up in weight. Well, I mean, maybe he just doesn't need to move up in weight, or maybe he just can't move up in weight. The reason why I'm doing it is because I want to show everybody I'm a fucking badass. I'm taking anybody, I don't care. That's why I'm doing it. I want to show everybody I'm better than you ever expected. There's a lot more into my game than you ever thought. And in order for me to do it, in order for me to show you that, I need to take on these challenges. I need to show you guys, what I can do against a top guy like Errol Spence. If I fight anybody else, You guys won't give me enough credit, and I won't deserve the credit because I'm beating someone that never should have been in the ring with me. Fighting someone like Errol Spence, another undefeated champion, that's what's gonna give me that recognition.
That's admirable.
You sound like you can't wait for the post-fight press conference to look at everyone in the face and be like, I told you.
So it's just one of those fights that doesn't come often, you know. It doesn't come around often, and to achieve what I want, I need this kind of fight, you know. Like I remind people, you know, yeah, we started at 126. I had my fights there, 26 champion, 30 champion. Currently, you know, lightweight. I was champion at super lightweight. You know, you go back last year, I fought Lipinets at 140. You know, an undefeated champion. Then I came down to unify at 135 against Robert Easter, another undefeated champion. You know, now I'm going up all the way to welterweight to fight another undefeated champion. That's 3 undefeated champions back to back in 3 separate, different categories. You know, who else is doing that?
Good
You know,
point.
so that's the kind of stuff I'm doing. And then you go back to Dejan, he was also undefeated, you know. And when I beat Salido, he was number 1 in the division. He had losses, but he was number 1 in the division. You know, I mean, that's the fighter that I am. I want to fight the best, you know. And if I don't do that, then I won't get the credit, or I won't get where I want to be. You know, what good is a title if people won't remember you?
That's very admirable. I think it's very commendable. The fight is next week. We got a week and a half until the fight. What's your schedule like? Are you still training? Are you training all the way up until Wednesday before the fight? What is your schedule like leading up to the fight?
We're still training. We're actually still sparring this week, a couple of rounds. We did 10 rounds yesterday. I don't know what my brother has in store for tomorrow, Wednesday, and Friday for sparring, but we're still sparring. Next week we will still work out, but we won't be doing any more sparring, of course. What we will do is focus on just keeping the speed, keeping the reaction, the agility that we're gonna use. I probably work out all the way till Thursday. I mean, maybe even have a light workout on Friday just to stretch out. I mean, I just want to make sure that I'm not tight, that I'm not sluggish and slow. If you tend to rest too much, you know, your muscles, you know,
Get too relaxed.
relax.
Is the training, is the schedule, is that on your brother, or do you guys talk about it?
We talk about it.
You guys
about
come
it.
to agreement on
We
it?
come to an agreement. You know, he asked me how I feel.
Okay.
I mean, he has a schedule mapped out with my dad. They map out the weeks, the days, you know, ahead of time.
Okay.
But then we try to hit that every single time, unless I feel a little different, or if I happen to be a little tired from the sparring one day, then we might adjust, you know, the next day. But we talk a lot every day. We try to hit, like I said, those targets. But if anything is not where I want to be, then we'll make some adjustments. But we'll still be working out.
Got it. Thank you.
Are you looking forward to, just last season, are you looking forward to not having to make weight? You know what I mean? Like you get to eat kind of that morning, you know, like things like that. Like, is that something you're kind of looking forward to?
Look, we wanted to gain weight in the right way so that I could be, you know, like I said, a better size for welterweight. It is a lot easier than fighting at 135 or any other weight class where I'm not focusing on cutting weight. Other times, you know, weeks ahead of time, you start to cut the weight and little by little, you know, change the eating portion size and all this. Now I really don't have to do that. It makes things easier. I'm focused on the fight and not the weight. You know, whereas other times you got to focus on the weight first, you know, before you focus on the fight. So that does make things easier. I'm pretty happy with things like that. You know, we're enjoying, you know, good meals, you know, healthy meals, but good portions. That's what I'm, you know, saying. I don't have to worry about the weight cut. I'll be good. You know, I'm happy. I'm excited, and if you're happy and in a well place, I mean, nothing else can change that. Nothing else is gonna bother you. I mean, you're only gonna perform even better.
Exactly. Yes, sir. Eating steaks?
All the time.
There you
Yeah,
go.
$2 steaks today at the library.
Thanks, brother. Thank you.